Dan Law.
Well,
Oh, I see a
hello,
really
everybody.
cool like image. I don't know how well it's working.
What are you talking
Uh
about?
oh, I see things.
You, s-
I'm on the Twitch
you see
and
also things and stuff?
Yeah, we got
Okay.
volume too.
Riley, what the fuck? That's horrifying.
What? It's
Your
good.
Can you
image,
see me now?
your image for a
It's
gnome.
Goose
No,
now.
I don't see you.
Oh.
Hmm. What did you do?
I just rebooted my
Oops.
Roll20 altogether.
Hmm.
But I can see movement now, but nobody is live on mine.
That's weird.
woo. So is it like just no Dan today,
Excuse me.
and we all
No.
have to cry?
No, we're gonna wait a little bit. Maybe he'll connect, and if it doesn't, oh, there he is. See, look at
There we
that.
go.
Just had to
Okay,
have a
that's
little
how
faith.
I
Dan,
refreshed
you're
the
in
whole
double.
page, and now I can see. Oh.
Stop. You're
Yeah.
transmitting. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing it. Be chill.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Why
It's
does this
double.
not happen for anybody else? Because Tristan's the only other person muted in Roll20, but nobody else has double speak.
In the gear, we're only broadcasting video, so you don't have to mute it.
Yeah,
I do both just because there's an easier reconnect button I can try if I broadcast both.
Weird. Anyway, now that we all have you here, welcome to the second episode. Damn you, Dan, of the
What?
DND5e Ravenloft meets Dragon Heist meets Fallout Dead Money. I don't know what we're doing here, but we're gonna have some fun with it, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
As always, yeah, joined by the double dip of Dan's. Tristan, Riley, and Squid.
Oh boy.
And maybe one of these times Dan LA's screen's going to come back. That'll be exciting. So, who wants to remind us a little bit where we left off last session?
I can do it if no one else wants to.
We know you want to, so.
I do want to. So we were like chilling in the tavern, and everything was cool and awesome. There was a little fight between Drib and Dan's character, whose name I'm totally blanking on.
G2.
G2 over the Bab Goose Crumplebottom, played by Riley. This, of course, is at the bar owned by Dan LA's character, who is named
Nico.
Nico. Also, Squid's character was there, and she has a name, and that name is...
She's a rogue. She stays quiet.
She's a rogue.
Yeah.
She stays
Yeah.
quiet. Kaylin? Kaylin. All right. Hey, look, I listed the names.
That
So,
was really good. I like the way you worked it in.
yeah. Then, like, creepy fortune teller person, it like waltzes into the tavern, is seeing with beyond vision, and we all draw mysteriously mismatching cards from a magical deck, and then our fortunes are all read, and it's wild. And then, like, right after all the fortunes are done being read, everything goes black, and the street starts crawling with death.
That's accurate. The only point I want to correct is Dan Le, as Nico, does not own the bar. He is a
Oh.
bartender.
Oh.
I forget what we named this bar, but it is owned by Roy Keg.
God dang it, Roy
How could you
Keg.
forget Roy Keg?
Roy Keg.
Roy Keg has also hired us, or working with us, something,
Yeah.
to go to this other realm and get some sick loot.
Yes, that is accurate. So, we closed out the last episode with a little quote, and it was, "With great howling and lamentation, they came running from every direction. We were altogether overrun. The dead now own Dustow, and now they keep it." So when the ritual finally takes place and kind of fires off, you get about 8 hours a day of total darkness. Can't see anything unless you have brought illumination with you. And then about the other 16 hours are varying degrees of like kind of brightening up a little bit and then getting dark again. And basically everything is shadowy illumination. And that extends for several hundred miles in every direction in the Pale. I don't think Dustow we made the capital. I actually don't remember the capital of the Pale off the top of my head, but I can look it up if it ever becomes relevant. It is not contained to specifically the political borders of the Pale, because ancient evil rituals that blot out the sun don't really care about political borders. but it is kind of a specific circumference of this like darkness infused bloody miasma that just sort of clings and hovers in the air, and prevents light from penetrating. And then, yes, when this happens, a connection is forged to what is commonly known by players of D&D as Ravenloft. To people in the universe, it would be the Shadow Realm, the Shadowfell, or the Domain of Dread. A kind of not mirror in the sense of like, you know, all populated with evil clones that are exactly like you, but like mirror in the sense of like Stranger Things upside down, right? It's similar, but it's much more dangerous and much more untamed. Roykeg, when this kind of like darkness falls across, you know, the city and really the country at large, immediately starts lighting, you know, candles and everything. And he's like hurrying around real panicked. The like sort of two-toned like humming that was coming along with the fortune teller just ceases. And they have grown very quiet, and just kind of don't seem to rouse from whatever otherworldly sight they were locked into before. There are several like yells and shrieks that come from like nearby rooms and other buildings, like just even down your street, and you can hear nothing as direct as like the ground very, you know, beneath your very feet sort of upturning, but like, you know, from having experienced this or having done your research, that things that were once dead or things that were killed the last time this happened will claw their way out of the ground, and start roaming the streets. So what does the party do? Because if we remember, we ended with the beast being drawn, and Nico kind of like phooey and pshaw as he walked away.
I guess with that, trying to maybe dismiss all the, you know, bad omens that seem to have just come my way that I don't really choose to believe in anyway, but maybe I'm brooding on. I say, well, about time we have at it, shall we?
Yeah.
Onwards to our special secret mission.
I think G2 is like checking out the windows and like trying to like fortify things so that, you know, things don't get in and sneak in.
Well, I mean, your plan is to leave, though.
Well, yeah, but our bartender buddy is, you know, he needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, he's kind of rushing all around. He's gotten a couple like lights together and everything, and he's kind of going over, you know, your plan again. Now, if you look carefully at this map that doesn't have the marks that I put on it before, why does it not?
I see like little like green, blue, couple red.
Why the fuck don't I see them now? I'm the one who got
They're
them put
super
them there.
tiny.
Yeah, it's the very
There's
tiny
one
lines.
between a 6 and a 5.
Why don't I see it?
Just north
Why
of
is it
the
a
wall.
line? It was a dot a minute ago.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's one there.
Oh.
There's.
Oh, how do you ping?
Whoa!
Click and
Oh.
hold.
There's one there and one here.
On there.
Why is it a goddamn line? That's so stupid. I made a dot. I'm mad.
And there's red ones around the gates.
Yeah, only a few of them. So, there's a blue one there. That's your target. Well, that's your first target. There's a green one over here. You is. And then there's a red one. You could take this exit out. You could take this exit out. Or you could take this exit out. You can actually take any of these out, but you want to go that way. So I don't know why you'd go out over here. But you could. Let's John Madden this shit. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna come down, run out this way. No, I grabbed the wrong. Anyway,
That's great.
Opposite direction.
Yeah.
yeah, really throwing for a loop.
You know what? Let's swim it.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
being a kind of native of this city, would I know anything about like, if there are any maybe underground passages connecting buildings throughout here?
You might be able to use that to get away from like a specific incident. But going through the underground passageways during like all of the dead coming alive is liable to create more of a problem
Okay,
Then like
they come through the walls too.
Yeah, then using like I mean this is maybe this isn't for you, maybe this isn't a concern, but like or maybe this is a concern. There are going to be people that are trapped outside, even though there was a curfew. There's going to be undead that you can like corral into situations that you can get by moving in 3 dimensions, and they don't really, especially this early on. The first arrivals, the first things that wake up are like 0 intelligence, 0 wisdom, right? Like just food. Go for it. The longer the ritual goes, the more dangerous it gets.
Gotcha.
The crazy vampire lords that live in the Domain of Dread full time will come to the cities if it's been like, a couple weeks. And they may start like harvesting people because like they would love the city to stay here and be trapped forever. But by their very presence arriving, it creates more pressure on like the churches to solve the problem. You know what I mean? Like as the darkness rises, so too does the light to counter it, kind of thing.
Okay.
Whereas if they kind of just let these things happen, another city slips into their grasp, and then they can take it whenever they would like. That being said, Roykig, again, kind of rushing all over the place, and he's kind of going over, he's like, we didn't know it would happen this soon. Remember, in the warehouse, we stored your wagon, and it's got all of the gear. Oh, you'll have to move quick. Yes, and you want to leave through one of the northern gates. Remember Junebug. You must meet up with Junebug and Olinsky. Or Olinsky. I don't remember how I pronounced it.
Olinsky.
Olinsky, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay. So, how do you guys want to tackle getting to the next building? I can, I'm comfortable on the rooftops. If I want to keep watch, I can climb up there and keep an eye on clear streets for us.
Do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision, and I have a climb speed, so that'll help.
Nice. Yeah, no, then you are quite capable.
Okay. I think G2 says, I will lead the main group on the ground.
Lead the main group.
Yeah, so I see us splitting into not splitting, but
on the ground.
Is anyone else going onto the roofs?
The old razzle dazzle. I click my heels.
The old razzle dazzle.
Killing him would be too easy. If I killed him, I wouldn't get to see him sad. Okay. We are going to run this like a skill challenge because 4th edition is great and 5th edition is wildly okay. So
okay.
We'll go in order of people who signed up to do things. So Danlo, you were the first one. What is Nico doing as he traipses across rooftops, much like a cat on a dark tin roof?
I'd just be kind of glancing over the sides to see, what the safest route to take streetwise would be. Looking for any of the undead to kind of be able to let the rest of the party know what they're coming up on.
Okay. I do wish there was a streetwise skill still. It was very handy. So are we thinking this is a perception? Or
I would say so.
Yeah. Let's say I could see a stealth maybe if it's to sneak up on something and find it before but then you'd have to get it back to the party and then they move around.
Right. I mean, I could do a combination of both if that works, if that makes the most sense.
Yeah, I think we'll loop back around.
Okay.
So maybe this first one is getting people squared away, and then the next one is like, yeah, okay, we don't want to lose too many more resources.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You want to go ahead and roll that for us?
Which one? Stealth to start?
I think perception to start.
Perception to start.
Getting the groundwork. You're right now. What I understand is it is the shortest, fastest distance between to this point, which is not actually 16.3 feet.
Right.
Dang.
Interestingly enough.
There's some relatively
And
straightaway
we won.
streets.
Yeah, and we won. We fucking got that. Okay.
We won D&D.
I did once.
Alright. I got an 11.
Sure. So I mean, 10's basically like baseline. Like, did you even open your eyes? So in this instance, I think, you might be familiar with the town. You might have even come and gone from Roykig's for a while. And you said you're native of the town, so you've seen this happen once, twice, 5 times, 20 times? What are we looking at?
How frequently does the ritual happen, you said?
How many times you've been here for it? Because it happens every couple years, easy.
Every couple of years. I've probably been, I would say I've seen this like 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, at a glance, this is already... at a glance, you would assume that we were like a week in on this, right? Like, you kind of come out the front door and it's like a cutscene from a video game that's like trying really hard to scare you. There's already like holes in the ground of things like clawing their way up, and just like the gasping breath of undead that are like moaning and groaning and just like searching out for people. There are shrieks coming from all corners of this place, and now with the door open or a window cracked as you're kind of climbing up to the top of it, you got a bit better of a vantage. The only thing you can hear is the thaumaturgy empowered voices of like marshals and paladins that have like, they're charged normally with just like keeping curfew squared away, right? Like once this happens, like teams of like 3 to 5 paladins and clerics start sweeping the cities to like shoo everybody in. They're like, listen, you don't understand, like one of these days the ritual's going to happen. Obviously the ritual's happened, maybe a little sooner than anyone expected, and they're like screaming, at 3 times max volume, magically enhanced, like, if you do not have a writ from the Holy Three, shut your doors, like just at the top of their lungs, like the air raid sirens are going off, and the city is in sheer pandemonium right now. It's hard to get a grasp beyond that.
Okay.
So, have you ever played 4th edition?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so I'll like, wink at the audience for a moment. That was a fail, but you did a very good job trying. All right.
Fantastic.
Jitu?
Yes.
What are you doing to lead your parties forward? Or backward? I don't know. You can go wherever fucking way you want.
I think I'm also looking around to see what's going on. I'm less concerned about stealth because, I've got a bunch of other people behind me, and if I'm going to be seen, then we're all going to be, or if they're going to be seen, then I'm going to be seen too. Like,
there's no hiding a group of people who aren't trying to hide.
Exactly. So, as a matter of fact, I think I would rather them see me first, since I'm a bit more better to equip that. So I think I'm looking around. I would want to get eyes on something first, if need be.
Okay. So are you also leveraging a perception check?
Yeah, that's probably what I would be doing as well.
What are you fundamentally changing about it? Because Nico was looking for a specific route, or route, depending on, I don't know which one's correct, probably just inflections, between one point to the other.
I'm making sure that there's nothing like jumping out of windows and buildings at us. Basically, just keeping safety as opposed to planning a route.
Or a route.
Or that.
Okay.
Or a route.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm looking to do.
This will be a hard check.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Do it.
How many successes do we need before failures?
6 before 3.
All right, perception. So I will roll. You say it's a hard check, but it's not with disadvantage or anything, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Here's my reasoning. 1, danger's everywhere. Finding danger, not hard. Keeping away from danger, pretty hard. 2, while I agree you are looking for something different, I didn't see in your train of thought a fundamental difference between the two. Not a penalty, certainly, but one was get me here, the other one was how do we still get there but safely. It's like, not a problem, but cool. So that being said, I guess we're going to snap over to our other map, pretty quick here.
Boy.
who among the people who have not rolled is next? As right now we've got Nico kind of jumping from rooftop to rooftop, all nimbly bimbly like, and Nico, every street you have found is overrun. Every, side street that you've taken, you're like, hey, jump over that fence, lift Goose up over it, and we'll cut down through this alleyway, right? Like, there's a group of paladins who are, like, actively engaged in something, and that's two kinds of trouble you don't want to deal with, because you're not supposed to be out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Jitu, it's the same thing, right? You're like, okay, in your snarly voice, you just, like, slam down a door, right, to, like, take people through it. And it's got like a dirt floor basement that people are already like ripping themselves up and out of, and you're just like quickly. It's like you ran through the first layer of like a Dark Souls game and didn't kill any of the enemies, and now they're onto you.
Excellent.
Okay, so I may as well get us our third failure.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
kill to
you
the
mentioned the churches are like, this is like their thing. This is their time.
Yes.
I'm thinking we don't want to run into them, but maybe we can use their presence to our advantage.
Oh, this
if
is
they're
devious.
if they're actively like attacking the undead, they're big flashy targets.
Yeah, they are.
Like, if we can kind of like skirt areas where there's lots of the like paladins and priests and that sort of thing, or have an idea maybe of how they're going about it to kind of guesstimate, oh well, maybe they'll work in this kind of pattern or do something like this, to kind of run through areas that maybe they've already been through or they're drawing enemies away from.
Okay, so you wanna hide out in their wake, basically.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Follow the
What are
trail
you
of
gonna roll to
bodies.
do that?
Either like either depending on like if I'm trying to figure out where like they're currently drawing enemies away from, I could see, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. Religion wouldn't make any sense by figuring out what the groups are trying to do, right?
I could see religion giving someone a bonus to that check you're describing, but I don't see it as its own.
Damn.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I don't suppose insight would help either.
I'm fine with insight. I think that's a little bit closer.
All right, yeah, because like I'm trying to figure out. It's like, all right, what is their plan? If I can
Yeah.
figure out their plan, all right, insight.
Are
Let's
you
do.
trained in religion?
I am trained in religion. I'm also trained in insight.
Okay. Roll your religion. It won't count as a failure, but if you succeed, DC 14, I'll give you advantage on this roll.
All right,
Okay.
Oh,
cool. So I have advantage on the insight check.
Shit.
22.
Look at that. You didn't even fail.
Man,
Nice.
Not
So-
once.
So give
we're
me
1 for 3.
Yeah, give me a little flavor there. We understand what you want to do. What does it end up looking like?
All right, so as like, as like they're kind of doing their various things, I like kind of stop the party for a second. I'm just like, the church. It's like follow, and I kind of like beckon to them and start going in sort of a weird looking path. And start like going through like back alleys, and it's like we keep passing through, like there'll be a side path where we see like a couple of paladins fighting off the zombie horde with their backs to us, or where they're like making a charge and we wait a second and they run past and we kind of go like run behind them in their wake.
I'm
Sort of
following-
using. I'm hoping you guys are following.
Yeah, I'm following Drib, but I'm also trying to match my feet where his feet are like
my
reaching.
God.
So
Your
I'm-
foot.
Yeah.
my
foot.
foots, my foots.
Yeah, and that way kind of using this, not exactly an army, but these troops that kind of have a common enemy with us.
Mhm.
It's like, leave the fighting to them, and they're not going to be everywhere. If we can be where they just were, where the zombies haven't regrouped yet, then that gets us a little closer without having to run into too much danger.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like it, and it does so successfully, right? I mean, I think that we're seeing your forward scouts like trying to get you in a couple different directions, and finally like you've run into just as many paladins as you've run into undead, and you finally start using that to your advantage with your weird bird logic. You
Yeah.
start scratching stuff down in the sand, and You know,
Yeah.
is the group bringing with themselves a light source, or are you carrying and leading the those of you that do not have dark vision?
So therein lies the problem. I'm having to effectively either hope that someone in the group has a light source, or stick to areas I can see because I do not have dark vision.
Yeah, so there's a few magical powered light sources at like major intersections of like trade roads. But most of like the common lights would have been out or nearly out by now, and no one is like really lighting them because there's way too much other shit going on.
The paladins have light on them though, right?
Usually, yeah. I mean, they're all paladins of the light, so
light. Yeah, so heck, if nothing else, I'm using them as sort of like beacons.
Okay.
I'm like running between paladin groups.
Okay.
Can I kind of like help guide them too with my dark vision?
To a degree, yeah. So what's going to happen is if you guys do not bring a light source out, it is going to get tougher the further you get away from like this right here is like the church. Oh, I can't ping.
Yeah.
This right here is the church district. So working through here, it's not as bad. You're near the center market, right? Like some of the nobles' quarters, are kind of surrounding it, 5 and 6 kind of area. But as you kind of get out into the slums and entrance areas, you're not going to see it quite as much.
I mean, I do technically have several light sources if we need it, so...
Yeah, I'm just wondering when you're putting them up, when you're using them.
We can probably hold off for now, and when things get really dark.
I'm kind of like holding them all in my hand, just ready.
Okay.
Like, if we have a torch, I can light the dang thing. Like, that's no problem at all.
Oh, I've got... He, like, digs through his bag and pulls out, like, 5 torches.
Why do you have all these torches?
I actually have 10, but I can only fit 5 in my hands.
Wait, wait, I just realized I have a, what do I have? I have a thing that matters in this situation.
If you literally have a Dungeoneer's kit or a...
I think I have a Dungeoneer's kit.
Pack.
Yeah.
I have one or the other.
Torches.
Yeah, so let me check here. Yeah,
okay, so you can get light sources out. I don't really care where they're coming from. The question is, are they active or not?
Not right now.
Okay. All right. Squid and Riley, which of you two is rolling next?
I can roll next. That's fine.
I think Kaylin's going to be probably trailing the back of the group in the shadows with her throw out in case there's any trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely following closely to Drib. Oh.
Nice. Trying to keep you close. You are a mere child.
So who's rolling first? I didn't really understand those responses.
I will.
Okay. What are you doing?
Basically, just following in Drib's footsteps, kind of looking around with my dark vision, using my perception skills.
If you're using perception as a skill for the skill challenge for the 3rd time, it is going to be a very hard check.
Oh.
Well, it has been used twice.
What else are we doing?
This is your chance to explain what you're doing.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm following Drib, trying not to
look at your skills and try and figure out how they could be useful in traversing a city of zombies.
And I'll be the first to tell you, sometimes it's really tough. But, that's the danger of using the same skill again and again. I'm going to make it harder, because it gets more and more ridiculous that by looking around, you've solved the problem.
Maybe you're trying not to be noticed.
Let's see here. I could either do religion or arcana. I guess religion would make sense with all the paladins and stuff.
What is it you want to call upon your religious training for?
Let's see here. I guess we already have. Do we have like a good sense of what's really like going on and stuff?
I don't know that Goose has the best idea. I mean, you did live here for a while.
Yeah, and I don't think Goose really knows. I think he wants to get a sense of what the heck is going on.
So I think that's fine, but it'll do the same thing as last time. You will, if potentially, give someone else a bonus to their roll.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to go... You're getting rushed around and spirited away, and people are pushing you and lifting you up over things, and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Where are you? Boop.
Okay. Your familiarity with the church, which was what? Palor?
Yes, Paylor.
Is... Because are you from here? Or you're from... You went somewhere else for training and came back, right?
Yeah, definitely not from here.
Yeah, okay. So all you can think, right? Like, excuse me, your mind is just like, oh man, this is so heretical. They blocked out the sun with blood and evil. And you're really struggling to move past that. You do not gain any tasty, helpful, advantageous morsel of knowledge that you can pass on to your allies. But how do we see Goose, like... Are you panicking? Have you clammed up? Are you like talking too much because you're nervous? Like what thing signals like he's losing ground in this battle?
He's kind of like talking like, hey guys, did you notice the sun's gone? Like there's no light, guys. I'm like tugging at Drill a little bit.
Guys, don't laugh at that.
Don't laugh.
Oh boy.
We did it. We took one
there.
game and 20 minutes, and Goose Crumplebottom is eagle.
Oh no.
31 minutes. Look at that. I put Moobot back in the chat, so if you want to fuck with him, you can do that.
Woo!
Alright. Squid. This is right where you want to be, right? The linchpin between continued success and utter failure.
So I think I'm going to roll stealth, trying to stay in the shadows and not get noticed. That way, if anything comes up from behind, she can shoot at it.
Are you staying in the shadows, or are you instructing and enabling your party to stay in the shadows? Because you can do either. One will be harder than the other, but it'll also be more helpful.
I'm going to suggest staying to the shadows, but she's going to keep herself in there.
You gotta pick. Because the check's either for you, and it's here, or it's for the party, and it's up here. And you can't go, well, if I get the good one, that's good, but otherwise I was going for the other one. You haven't given me any Reese's Cups yet. I'm unbribable.
I'm bringing a whole bag tomorrow.
I don't care. I'm not bribable, period. The game is sacred. So, if you keep yourself to the shadows, it will be a slightly easier check, because obviously you're managing one person, not five. And you will basically like have a floating advantage that we will work into the next series of rolls. If you are saying, guys, hold on, and you like push everyone to the side, right, or you like throw a cloak over somebody, right, or draw a curtain or something and wait for 5 minutes as like a horde of undead passes, you have benefited the situation, but again, will be harder.
Yeah, I think she'll try to keep guiding people into the shadows, especially Goose, because I'm sure he wanders about.
Yeah, he's just like got his
Where's
hands
the
just,
sun?
yeah. I gotta find it.
She'll just keep pushing him in a drib.
Okay. Alright, so you are looking for a DC 16 stealth check.
Come on, Squid. We believe in you.
Pushes me into someone.
Oof.
Alright. Would you like to narrate this, or would you like me to?
I'll let you.
Okay. So you spot something really neat and really interesting, and it's super safe. I guarantee it. As you're kind of taking the alley, you're like, no, everyone turn here, right? And you bring them to a street that has lights on it, which seems great for everybody because you can at least see, which is really cool. The issue is, as you're kind of like moving down it, it sort of breaks at this T-junction, and there's a house that would normally seem completely fine, but there's a cluster of individuals in front of it. Many of them undead, in fact. At the center of this cluster is like the stereotypical caricature of a witch, with like tears of blood that have ran down her face. And she has both arms up in the air as she's cackling and screeching like mad. And in front of her is like it's like two trumpets that have been like welded together, and they're all like tarnished and black. And in each of them is like, it must be incense or something, because there's just like a tremendous amount of smoke billowing forth, and it's kind of created this haze around the entire area. And when you look at the house through the smoke, it looks like a completely different place. So you have like these zigzags and this overlapping of like reality as it is like vanishing beyond like this mist or this like smoke that is like showing you elsewhere. And she seems to be like cackling and laughing and like, you know, gleefully like crying out to something, as the group of you quickly realize that this is a ritual and she's summoning something forth. And amidst her laughing and her chanting and her spell casting, she says, "Bring me more sacrifices," and the horde of undead turn and look at you. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Wrong way, my bad.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Ooh!
That's right.
Do you want high initiative?
Yes.
Yes.
Where's? Does it matter?
It's above your HP. You click on the word.
Right. Yes,
See
but
how
I
this
mean
is
like my
gonna go
token.
for
I
Kalen
would
tonight.
say no valid
Oh.
token was selected. What?
If you didn't click your token beforehand and then roll initiative off your sheet, it'll yell at you.
Oops.
Yeah. So
Correct. Yeah, that's.
everyone but Dan should have a movable character right now.
I do.
Put yourself
Oh,
back in the little street there.
Squid, I like your reckless waif token.
Nope, I can't spell.
Can I move myself onto a rooftop?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to use that character art for a character for a while.
Probably would have been here-ish.
All this art sucks. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we tried to do the cool reveal, but it didn't work super well.
That happens. Oh shoot, skeletons! Oh shoot, it's Longboy!
Oh no. Are there some legs standing in the pile?
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
you know there are. There's always legs. There's always legs of the long boy.
What's that two-headed one there?
Yeah.
It's adorable.
It's not what I would say, but alright, sure, why not? Now let me just go ahead.
Let's tame these.
Okay, let's get an initiative tracker up and going. Who was good? Was that you, Squid? You rolled correctly?
Oh,
Yeah,
did I not
me.
roll correctly?
No, Squid's the only one.
You gotta click on your character first and then roll.
Oh.
I don't-
Shit.
I don't see my character.
Yeah, you didn't
That
pick
was
a
the thing I
token
did
yet,
not
so.
know of. Would you like me to re-roll for that then?
No, you're fine. I'm gonna do it manually. I was just saying good job. Bird, what's your name?
Drib.
Not Stephen
DRIB.
Featherstone?
No. It's just one B.
I don't care.
Okay. It's not.
That's more-
Stephen Fe-
It's more dribbly this way.
I guess. Let's see here. Alright, how am I doing this? There's light, at least.
We can see what's going on.
We can see what will kill us.
Daniel, you got 15?
15.
Boom.
That's
Squid,
my
you got...
best.
Wait, why do you have 2
Spitz
initiatives?
is in there already.
You rolled a 1, but your
Oh.
character sheet has your thing has an 11. Why is that? Oh, you did it twice. Oh, you thought you could sneak it past me,
Is
huh?
it? Gee,
Let's see.
Goose, where are you at?
I'm over here with a 19.
19, that's pretty good. That would almost be the best if Drib didn't get a crit 20.
I'm almost the best.
Witch of the Broken Circle. Got a 10. LOL also got a 10. Alright, let's get them in order.
Oh, I'm not in there yet.
Oh, you haven't rolled yet?
No, I did, but I don't have a token.
You don't need a token. Well, I mean, you do need a token, but again, go to the power of Google and find a little snake art that you like.
Okay, so we'll do that real quick.
In my games, players always go first on a tie of initiatives with enemies.
Nice.
So Drib, Goose,
Sweet.
Nico, the Witch of the Broken Circle, the Snake Man, whose name I forgot and couldn't spell, the Horde of Things, question mark, LOL Squid.
Nico Vas.
Nico
Yes.
Bolas.
No, it's N-E-K-O.
There's no direct ties.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, his name is Neko, like the Japanese word for cat.
So
Just
it's funny. I based it on a different name, and then I decided to spell it that way, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
Did you find a powerful token of a snake
Zero.
man of
Zero
past?
Japanese.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so when you pull up your character sheet, on the top, there's an edit button, and in that it says avatar, and you can choose a file. Upload the snake photo to your thingy.
Okay.
Drib, crit
Alright,
20, undead, crazy evil witch woman that's screaming about blood sacrifices.
I want to murder the crap out of her.
Why?
Dude, like, okay, so this guy spent, like, 20 some odd years of his life, I had an exact amount, I think 24, maybe more, years of his life, basically imprisoned by alternate version of this woman.
That's true.
Like, and all ended with her trying to use him as a blood sacrifice.
That's
and
also true.
her failing.
That
So
is
this is
also
like...
also true.
Just, like, the stars have aligned for him really not liking her. Also, there's a horde of undead, and that's just an atrocity to nature.
It's true.
And this lady's trying to make more.
That is also true. Look at how many accurate statements you just said there.
So many. Another accurate statement is I'm gonna fucking rush him and turn into a bear and wreck some shit.
Alright, let's do it.
Cool.
You are
So,
where you are.
as Circle of the Moon bonus action, I get to transform into a bear,
Yeah.
which is cool. And so I'm gonna start with my bonus action, which turns me into a bear. Oh god, Longboy's just getting longer. And I get to be a brown bear because that's the one with the CR that I can turn into. And I have 40 move.
Nice.
Is that enough to get me to the start of the skeleton horde that I want to murder the crap out of?
You are this one?
Yep.
How did we... Not quite.
Dang it.
Well, hold on.
Shucks.
So you can actually hard corner this. So yes.
Yes.
You're gonna need to. You don't have dark vision?
I don't have dark vision.
Okay. Roll me a DC 7 perception check. This should be pretty easy. This street is illuminated, but if you're gonna jump off the side and then back down, off and back up.
Yeah. Important. Let me look at. Okay, so the perception check is either way. I get a 3 bonus from being a bear or a 3 bonus from my normal one, so I don't think they stack.
Yeah.
Okay. Woohoo! Just made it.
I almost had you. I almost had you right on your face. Yeah, okay, slide up there and get it.
Alright. And I get 2 attacks. I start with a weapon attack plus 5 to... I make a... Let's see... Multi-attack. The bear makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws. I'm gonna start with the bite, which is plus 5 to hit, 1 target. So I'll just roll a d20 plus 8, or plus 5. And I'm just starting with some of the outer skeleton undead things.
Yeah, so they're going to be a horde enemy. I know what their AC is. I know how much HP they have total, and I will tell you as you start killing them, and you reduce their damage.
Cool. All right, so first one. Damn.
You rolled 11?
Yep.
That is not enough. So you reach into them, and like while you knock a few over, you don't do any appreciable damage to the horde.
That was my bite, so that probably wasn't affected. All right, now I get my claws, which are more, so hopefully it's another... What the heck? Okay. I apparently can't roll higher than a 6 right now. Yeah, my perception check, I rolled a 5. What the heck? All right. Yeah, no, I was so disoriented by that darkness.
Yeah, and that 2.5-foot step down and then step back up 2 feet later.
God.
It's very upsetting.
God.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so it looks really cool, but like, turns out birds or bears cannot count skeletons. They just miscalculated.
Dang.
So yeah, you rush in, and yeah, they have fallen upon you in great many numbers.
5 and 2 6s.
Goose
That's
crumple
rolls.
bottom. I'm gonna crumple your bottom.
Crumple bottom. Oh god.
Whoa.
Oh.
This escalated quickly.
Kill some of them, please. I'm gonna die.
Goose prepares his rear.
Gross.
Casting magic missile. That's what I'm doing. Right at that witch.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. Give me 1 sec to double check something.
What was the skill? Idea the spell?
Magic missile.
Yep,
Magic.
that's good. Roll damage.
Okay.
Did anyone post in streaming?
Nope, I'm an idiot.
Okay.
I
No,
did.
you did.
I posted before we went live.
Thank you.
Let me see.
It just occurred to
here.
me that I didn't do it in any channel, so I'm gonna do a couple right now.
I thought you
I
had.
did it in a
Well,
streaming
each
channel on our
dart
page.
is 1d4 plus 1. Would
And
that
how
be
many
It's
magic
3d4 plus 3.
3d4? plus
So,
3?
so each one is a d4 plus 1. It auto hits, assuming you're casting it at first level.
Yeah.
Now, if you can break up targets, or you can attack her with all of them, so it would be 3d4 plus 3.
Directly the witch.
Yeah. So if you're casting it at first level, 3d4 plus 3.
Yeah. Bam. So, those are some
Yep.
ones.
We are rolling bad today.
Yeah. All right. You hear with a sickening crack, right? Your magic missiles like slam into her. She is required to make a concentration saving throw. But I will tell you, even if she fails, it is not for her care. It is simply like your disturbing of her like magical sequence, right? As she almost laughs gleefully into your pain. Let me double check her con real quick. Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. With advantage, she fucking failed her check.
Ooh.
So yeah, would you hit her hand or like her elbow, shoulder? Like what did you do to like interrupt that summoning ritual?
Right in her stupid mouth.
Oh, that's fair. I didn't think of that. Yeah, so she like starts laughing as the first one hits because it like hits like jaw or neck, right? And the other two immediately like blah blah, and she just like it's like hiccuping and swallowing at the same time, just like blah, and just makes an awful noise. That's good.
Nice.
All right. So almost instantly you see like the connection of this weird, creepy. It's like it looks like it's a house. Or like maybe a church that has been made out of wood, but it's been like grown out of wood, like nothing was cut or sawed or nailed. The way it has like these like natural but sickening curves. Looks like it could be like a giant tree or something that has been like warped into this church. And that's what you were like seeing kind of behind the smoke. At even the moment her ritual, she loses concentration to the ritual. You see. Like, even through the smoke, like, it is clearly distancing itself. Whatever she was hoping to bring over from the other side, it did not work.
Nice.
I
Cool.
click my heels together and pat my rear.
Yeah. Sprinkle this on me.
I'm gonna die.
We passed
yeah, I think I'm
along.
done.
Nico, what are you doing?
Alright, so I'm gonna reach into my wonderful pouch of vials and things that I like to throw at people.
Yeah, obviously.
And I'm going to grab a bottle of grease and throw it right into the middle of this
Shit.
Yes.
grouping of baddies.
Skelly boys.
So I'm gonna primarily try to aim at the witch, but also get the people more in the front, so whatever 10-foot square.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much covered them. Like,
okay, that's all of them. Okay.
Yeah, they're like a little bit bigger, but fundamentally you're hitting the core of the horde as well. As
okay.
her. Cool.
So yeah, I'm just throwing grease right at the center.
What are the specifics? Is it only when they move?
It's when it first appears. They have to make saving throw. It is a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
What's my check?
I believe it is a 12. 1 second. Yep. Spell save DC 12.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you that the skeleton horde, while not being known for being terribly, coordinated, they do have advantage on this check because they represent a lot of them.
Okay.
Come on. Two. Dang it.
Oh
So the
God.
vast majority of the skeletons stay up, but the witch, on the other hand, has no such natural inclination of having 20 feet. And she also doesn't have a dex bonus, so she's doing a straight 20. And she slips and falls too, perhaps
She's
aided
so
by the
choking on
powerful magics. So she falls prone in that square?
Yep, and then anytime a creature enters that area or ends its turn there, they have to make another saving throw.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So it's any creature, or is it just enemies?
Any
No.
creature.
So we can't walk there now.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
I'll shout that, like, don't step in the horde! Not that you would anyway, but just don't do it.
I growl at you. Okay, so I have some space away from it. That's good.
Wish I could have knocked down some of the skelly boys, but...
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, so like flavor-wise,
we got the witch.
you did, right? But it's just more of them did not fall.
Right,
I realize that's weird, but I think it makes sense.
Oh, okay, so this is sort of one enemy,
Yeah.
not a horde of... Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hacking the rules on that. I know that there's like a few swarms in 5th edition, but I'm just kind of...
They're particularly weird.
I do what I want.
At certain thresholds, they lose abilities.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So she's prone, but she's otherwise not like injured or affected or whatever. She can. Is it difficult terrain?
It is difficult terrain as well.
Okay. So she's going to, and you said it was what, like a 10 by 10?
10 by 10, yep.
Okay. Drib was not in melee with her, so she's just gonna crawl away. So that's also half speed. So she goes 10 feet. Is she hands and knees just sort of like slipping and sliding, covered in whatever, viscous fluid you just threw at her. Just sort of slip and slides her way out of there. And she turns, she whips her head back around. And instead of getting up, she is going to... I don't have a lot of great options here. She's really not a great spellcaster.
Nice. That's good.
See that?
Yeah. I think...
She's crawling away. Today's just not my day.
Yeah. She throws her hand backwards and, bone dust just emits out of her robe and just snakes its way towards the group of you back here. And she's gonna cast Sleep at 2nd level Literally just crossing her fingers that she rolls high enough or one of you has low enough HP for this to affect.
Do I have to worry about it or no?
No, you are not in her range.
Nice.
So, we've got ourselves, I think it should be 5. Nope. 78.
That's not even a save, is it?
No. It's a very good spell. But it uses up the quote damage it does. So, like, more than likely, I might get one of you. And probably nothing else. Okay. So who has the lowest HP of the back 3 between Snake Boy, Squid, and Goose?
I've got 22, I think it was.
25.
I have 21.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay,
Nap time.
So that's what's going to happen. Yeah, so I don't get 2 of you because 21, right? 22 is, I didn't roll a 43. I rolled a 35. But...
Good roll, though.
Oh, she can't cast it that far, can she? Oh, yes, she can. Range 90 feet. You are unconscious for the next minute, Squid. And then Riley, Goose is back there. You can roll an Arcana check. Do you have sleep as a spell?
I do have sleep as a spell.
Okay, then you know that you can take an action to wake her up.
Alright.
You've done that before. You also know that this spell obviously does not affect undead. So it's particularly powerful because she can, like, layer... What the fuck happened to my webcam? She can layer it in such a way that, like, she doesn't hurt her own allies.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
well, I relay this information. It's like, hey, you can just wake her up. It's alright, guys.
Yeah. Snake Boy... Jiva?
G2.
G2, sorry.
G2.
I have not figured out a mnemonic for that yet.
G2 Garagud.
It's like V2
That's
Gazi,
exactly it.
but G2 Gazi.
So,
Yeah, but I don't play magic.
I don't either. It's fine.
But you knew it was magic.
I had been around a magic
so-
card or two.
What is a magic?
I don't know.
Do it.
So, basically, what I'm looking at is I'd have to go through the horde to get to her.
Or spend a lot of extra time going around the street, yeah.
And through the grease,
Right.
which I've told you about.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do something literally
Greasy boy.
I was gonna try something literally slick and do like an athletics check to slide across it, but
Hey.
I'd have to. I think I would take an attack from the horde.
I mean, you don't have legs. Can you just go?
We were gonna explore that, but I think it's smarter to.
If only I had become a giant spider and had 8 legs.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do? I think
4 times the failure.
G2 slithers up to the horde, and he just yells something like provoking at them, like "Come at me!" and just like takes a swing with his Morning Star, and
Hit them.
So you just ran up and attacked the horde, right?
correct. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I do that right? That looks wrong.
No, it just is low. You rolled 3 on a d20 and added 2 from proficiency and 2 from strength.
Wow.
Does that sound right?
I mean, it looks right in the macro, so I guess it's right.
We've been rolling really not super great.
You all just want to die, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I can do that, I figured we'd wait a session or 2, but...
I'm trying.
So, I think, that's about all I can do.
I can tell you what passes for fear in a dead skeleton's eyes flashes before them as a paladin, whether a Oathkeeper or an Oathbreaker, swings a Morning Star, a bludgeoning weapon towards them. But it like ducks or whatever. I don't know. You slip on grease. What do you?
I scared it so bad that it fell out of the way.
Yeah,
That's
jumped away. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
At least we're both here to soak up damage.
Yeah, with no damage done to the Horde, they will rise to their full strength, attacking 5 times.
Gek.
Jeez.
Wait.
Oh, we could just be dead.
5 times each?
This Horde will attack 5 times. This Horde that you didn't know about will also move in and attack.
Oh, cool.
They threw all the question marks. LOL. Cool.
They actually do not engage as they all just come running. Okay. But these ones are in melee, so we're going to do 2 on the Birdman and 3 on the baddest snake around. Each of them attacking at +4. So I'm going to roll 2d20 +4, but I'm going to add the 4 both times. So 21 and a 7.
1 hit, 1 miss.
Yeah, it makes sense. And G2. 21, 15, and a crit. I imagine the 15 misses?
The 15 does miss.
Okay, so 1 hit, and then 1 hit and 1 crit.
Oh.
Yeah. I do have a reaction.
Okay.
So
is
how
it
much
an
damage?
interrupt or a reaction? Or does that not happen?
It's a reaction, so I actually take the damage.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. What are you doing? Tristan, that's your damage.
Okay, I can live with that.
Alright, so as a reaction, I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
So that is it's 2d10s fire damage. I'll post it in chat.
Yeah. As you do you breathe fire, or is it just like come out of your holy armor?
So the way the spell reads, it says you point your finger and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on successful. So
damage either way, I like it.
And
so they have to make it.
They make it. It takes 2d10, so I 2d10. They make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
And I roll damage 2d10. So.
Okay.
And
they make their save.
Oof.
Okay.
So they
roll it round down to 8.
Okay. Alright, so they're going to take 8 fire damage, so that is enough to char several of them, but you do not see one drop. And then if you look above, you took 16 damage total from 2 attacks.
Okay.
So if the Horde isn't moving, they do have to make another dex save at the end of their turn.
Yep.
You never know. Maybe we'll get lucky.
I'm sorry. How much damage did you say?
16.
6. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 from the first hit and 9
Yikes.
from the crit.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. So I'm
I took
down
8. So, okay, and crit 20, Dan. Not enough of the Skellies fall.
They actually start floating above the grease.
Yeah, they're middle fingering you. That's all they have. They actually have 5 middle fingers. So something that's really unfortunate is they like explicitly took out that grease is flammable.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird.
And it was really
I
disappointing.
thought that's what you were going for. Oh man.
Yeah. So I'll devil's bargain you.
Yeah.
I'll let it catch on fire, but they're not going to keep making dex saving throws. And if people stay in melee with it, it's going to hurt them too.
Okay.
What do you think?
Also, there will be a firewall between us and the witch that can kill us at a range.
I think it makes more sense to have it be flammable, but if they're not moving, then why would they really have to make another check? I think something entering it makes sense, but...
I mean, you're not completely static standing there, but I do hear what you're saying. Yeah, okay, so you're cool with it catching on fire?
Yeah, if somebody hits it with fire. Or are you still making it like something and walking into it makes a save?
I mean, it won't be the first round all of the grease is gone, but in a round or two, the fire will have dissipated the worst of those effects.
Sure.
If you are down with it, doing things and also stuff. Okay.
Oh, okay. We're talking this specific.
So,
instance. Okay.
Dave, actually, you said you had the roll up there. There's the 17, the 11, and the 20 was for me.
Mm-hmm.
Was I had my AC is 18.
17 plus 4 is a 21. It will hit you.
Oh, it's a +4. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I missed that. Okay,
They don't have straight die rolls. They add +4.
Of course they do. Okay.
Yep. All right. So, Dan, go ahead and roll a d6 this round for damage, and that'll go up.
Is it just slash roll?
Yep. /r space
1d6?
d6 or /roll space d6.
Okay.
Nice. You actually see one of the skeletons finally give way. He just kind of dusts and turns into nothing.
Very nice.
Why are you doing that, you piece of shit? God damn it.
Sorry.
Why are you doing that, you piece of shit? Stop it.
You first.
5. No.
God
Okay.
dang it, Dan.
Alright. Horde. Done its thing. LOL.
The secret long boy horde.
Yeah.
Out of the darkness comes a skeleton that has been... to say it's a skeleton is a little inaccurate. It is a skeleton that is also a scarecrow. It is wearing a bag over its face that is kind of like drooping. It's still up on its like wooden signpost as it sort of like lumbers for you with its arms like, you know, pinned into the wood by nails, right? There are like carrion birds on it right now, cawing and screeching as it sort of like stumbles and lumbers, dragging. Nothing as ridiculous as a cross, but, you know, not entirely unlike a cross, right? Of like a T-pose of wood behind it as it's just slowly like clacking against the flagstones here.
Nice.
It walks forwards, and Goose Crumplebottom, you have a choice to make.
What? Oh no.
It obviously turns everyone's attention, if even for a moment. Do you, in your infinite wisdom, turn away from this creature and the horrible vision it represents, becoming blind to it in the sense and granting it advantage on its attacks against you? Or do you meet its gaze and risk staring into the abyss?
I don't know if Goose would be a fearless type.
But would he just not know better?
Right, but I also think he'd also be the clueless type.
No.
Poor Goose.
I think he would look at it and just be like, maybe I can spread the light of Palor to this new plausible friend.
You did tell the murder vampires about your secret mission.
That's true.
Yeah, you did.
Is that your final answer?
Oh no, you're gonna go mad.
Bring it.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. This is an intermediate check.
Oh boy.
Please
I
get a
gotta
20.
to it. Wisdom. Saving throw. What do I hit? I just click.
You probably just click it, yeah.
Wow. What's that?
Holy
Double 20s.
cow!
Does
He's
he
such
actually
a pure,
convert him?
innocent boy.
Does he actually convert him? Because that'd be amazing.
No, he doesn't convert him. But
No,
I mean,
believe in Palor now.
but he is immune to the terrifying glare for the rest of the day.
Oh my god.
Right, like, so this thing stares at you, and you stare at it, right? Like, we completely cut away from the action. The fight sequence is silent as we do this shot where this thing's like, you know, the camera's partially obscured by its like bag, and it's like sort of lumbering forwards, and we can like see the maggots kind of pouring out of the mask, right? and we cut back to Goose's perspective, and it's like 3.5 feet shorter, right? As he's like looking up, and he like grits his little hands together, and he's looking at it. What do you say to this thing?
Oh.
Sunshine.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Paylor? You should sing with me. Oh, Paylor's good. Paylor's great. Hey, now everybody celebrate. I hand him a pamphlet.
Yeah, you turn and you go to reach into your bag, and this thing just goes. It just starts running after you, charging, covering the distance between you and it. Wow, I am impressed though. That was definitely something. All right.
Oh Lord, this seems bad. Squid's asleep.
2 attacks, both of them claws. If they hit, it does this wondrous thing called strength damage.
What?
Both of these are +4, so a 23 and a 6. I imagine the 23 hits.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not attacking Squid yet. It's trying to kill you. Okay, so damage, physical. Nope. No. 8 damage, right, from it like bashing you with like a claw that's been impaled by nails, backed by a chunk of wood. And I'm gonna roll a d4.
Knocks the pamphlet right out of my hand.
You take 4 strength damage. What is your strength currently?
Uh-oh.
8.
8 before or after this subtraction of 4?
Before.
Okay, so half of your strength is sapped from you as you feel your muscles atrophy. Your legs grow weak. You can barely stand. With a single swipe, this thing has reduced you nearly to half of your life. It still stands, like a meaty 6 feet tall, right? Although it's clearly been stretched and sagged away. And its rotting smell is overpowering. But that's all it can do. Also, both of these were not real. They were just there because they were goofy. But Longboy's here to stay.
Yeah! Please save us, Longboy.
He's an undead.
Ah, damn it.
He's a skeleton?
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
A giant skeleton, size humongous, I think.
Alright, Squid, you're unconscious.
That was a little snore.
Yeah. Sorry, I know sleep's unexciting. I was hoping somebody would wake you up.
Same.
Well, I was going to. I didn't get a turn, did I?
No.
You're Goose. You're next after Drid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You went here. I had to get through the entire initiative order.
All right. I thought we already went through again, and I'm like, wait, how did that happen?
I just have 3.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I have 4 creatures, but all right, Drid. What are you doing?
So these skeletons are bad. That skeleton's bad. This whole thing's pretty bad. But I'm currently with these skeletons, so may as well continue seeing if I can get anything higher than a 6.
7
plus 5.
It's higher.
Okay, no, it's not. It's a 5.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and then the swipe. Plus 5. Thank you.
You got in there.
Okay, and that one thankfully was the swipe, which is the more damaging one. Okay, so it says on hit it can either deal a set amount or the roll. Do you want me to roll or take the set?
I prefer rolling unless someone really does not want. So what would you like?
Yeah, I'd much rather take the set, but I will roll.
No, that's fine. You can do that, but you're gonna have to do that every time.
No, I'll roll.
All right.
2. I'm gonna get 1s and hate myself, but
Hey, look at that.
Yep, it's 2 less than what it would have been, but it's fine. I have a chance. 9 damage to the horde, though.
Nice.
All it took was a total of 4 rolls.
Congratulations!
To get
another
something
skeleton
higher
drops.
than a 6.
How many would you say are left?
A lot.
In that horde, there are 3.
Okay.
In the other horde, there are still 5.
So that's about half then.
Almost.
Okay.
There were 5 to start, so.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
Drib. If you stay there, you will take damage from this increasingly hot fire. Do you wish to stay?
All right. Nah.
Because if you don't
at this
stay,
point,
I'm going to smack you.
What?
If you move out of, a threatened range, I'm going to opportunity action.
Oh shit! And I can't. And if they hit me,
Devil's bargain.
If they hit me, then my movement is stopped. Correct?
Not for these guys. That's
all right.
That's a 4th edition thing.
It's either guaranteed damage or possibility of damage. So I'm going with the possibility, and I'm going to attempt to run because they are currently in flames, and there's already a guy here, whereas there's a murder monster over there killing the everything. So I move out of range, and they attempt an attack of opportunity on me.
How's a 23 feel?
Yeah, it hits.
Good.
Wow.
And I have 40 move. How much is that? Doodly-doo. 8. Ow! That hurts.
Yeah, man.
Yikes. 8. Whoops. Minus 8. So I attacked, I moved. Do I still get a bonus action?
Only if you have something that grants you a bonus action.
I do. Like what do you mean?
Do you have a spell that can be cast as a bonus action?
Yes, I have an ability.
You have a bonus action. You do not just get one for no reason. You have to have.
I know, but I have the chance for it.
Yeah.
As a druid, I'm able to expend a spell slot to heal myself a little bit. Well in beast form, and only well in beast form.
Yeah.
So, how many spell slots of different spells do I have? I'm going to expel a first level spell slot to heal myself for 1d8.
Cool. Alright, Goose, what are you doing?
5.
Well, I'm going to spend my action to shake Kaylin awake. I think that was the...
Actually,
But,
so I just checked my character sheet, remembering that I'm a half-elf. I have Fey ancestry, which means magic can't put me to sleep.
Oh.
oh.
So he starts shaking you, and you're like, I'm here.
Oh.
Does it still use his action?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, man. So, no one is asleep then. Okay.
That's actually a really funny way to hose the spell, because it would still go after her, even though it wouldn't work.
Yeah, because she has the lowest.
Yeah.
Nah, she just took a moment to
She
think.
felt a little groggy for a moment.
You know how in World of Warcraft there's that faint talent?
Oh. I just pretended to be asleep.
So what are you doing?
Okay. I guess I'll just be like, best of luck, friend, and I'm gonna Misty step onto the roof of this building.
Goose's true colors come out and they are yellow. I love it.
I'm about to get murdered, and you just ran the
myself
fuck
anymore.
away.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Oh, it's so good.
Why?
I can't even
You're
walk.
awake. I gotta go. Bloop.
My weak legs.
At least
So
he
I
can
guess-
Is that an
magic
action or
missile
bonus
from
action?
up there.
That's a bonus action. So
Okay.
I spend my bonus action to Misty step onto the roof, and then I will take my action and use burning hands towards these already on fire zombos.
Okay. That's a dex save too, right?
Yes.
It's my save. Is it a 12? Probably not. Probably worse.
Spell save
Or
DC
better.
is a 12.
Oh, okay. Then I take half.
Okay.
Cool.
3d6. That's it.
Come on, be good.
I know, right?
4?
Your spell saving throw should be higher.
Are you sure?
Oh, no, it shouldn't, because it's 8 plus 2. Oh, God, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it really does.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, 4 damage. So,
Sweet.
I was like, that seems too low, but yeah, I mean, 15's a decent, but yeah, it kills you that starts at an 8, not 10. Jeez.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright. All set then?
I
I mean, technically you could
Yeah.
move too.
mean, my legs are a little wobbly. I'm kind of limited on the roof. Oh god, I want to move the farthest away from this angry guy. He's getting bigger.
Yeah, that's Long Boy. He hangs out in all our fights.
I'm gonna lean up against my cat friend over here.
Yeah.
I start purring and simultaneously petting him.
Yes,
I pet
yes.
his calves.
Gross.
Purring commences.
Alright.
Intensifies.
Nico, what do you want to do?
So, the witch is still on the ground, right?
Yes. Yep, actually prone.
Yes. Okay. Does she... That doesn't have any effect on, like, making a ranged spell attack, does it?
It might. It definitely gives you disadvantage to attack her with a bow. I don't know if it affects a spell, too.
I mean, like, does it give me advantage on an attack against her since she can't really move?
Only if you're in melee.
Okay, gotcha. Then I will... I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna turn around and see the raven back there and this like weird scarecrow thing, and I'm just gonna cast a firebolt on it and hope to catch it on fire.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh great, now a flaming.
That's just an attack as a flame bow, so you go ahead and roll.
Okay, so it's just a... Oh wait, can I do that this way? Let's see if that works. Advantage? No.
Alright. So the firebolt streaks and smashes into the magicked glass lantern up above the thing and shatters.
Okay.
We're gonna die.
Well, yeah, that's about it then. I'm not gonna move because I've got a gnome leaning against me.
That's true. And this the safest place to be right now.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole street's on fire. This one is about to be overrun. Yeah. Alright. Witch of the Broken Circle. How can she fuck with someone's day today? The sleep thing did not go as planned. In numerous different ways.
Is she gonna take any fire damage?
If she stays there, she will. Much in the same way that if you had stayed adjacent to it, you would have.
Gotcha.
But like you didn't start your turn and take damage, she will not either.
Yeah, makes sense. She might move away, something tells me.
I mean, it would be in her best interest to do so, that's
Oh,
for sure.
Riley left to go grab a bottle of wine.
That's smart.
Ooh,
More
that's
wine.
a great idea, Riley.
Bottoms up.
It's a big old
She is going to point at... What's her range? Oh, it's range only 30 feet. She points at the snake man.
Of course.
She says, "Kneel before your batters. You should know where you should be right now." Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. You are looking for a DC of 13.
13.
Come on.
You are compelled to kneel, to bow before her, much in the same way your people have had to all of the vampires and their, masters and everything. You can't help but feel a wicked smile cross at your face as you know when the reaping happening here is when you pass through the transverse. It is time to hunt humans and bring them to your masters.
So two out of 3 characters I've had in this podcast have gone out like this. So this is awesome. Sweet. All right.
Well, strategy. All right. She will also. She spends half her move to get up, so 15 feet, and then she'll just slide back 10 feet. Bloop. You will be able to repeat that save, Dan. I forget if it's at the start or the end of your turn. And let's find out, because it matters right now.
Yeah.
So she actually cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on you, but I'm not going to make the serious Snake Man laugh, and it doesn't really fit what she's doing either.
Sure.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter. You have fallen prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand for a duration. At the end of each turn, you can make another Wisdom saving throw. You have not taken damage yet, so you do not have advantage yet. Do you say anything through curled lips?
I think basically he, like you said, he's been made to kneel to the vampires before. He's like, the snake people do not kneel.
And we see
for just anyone.
Yeah, we see you like fighting to get up.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and repeat your save.
We see.
Come on, I believe in you, Dan.
Is it called kneeling even if you don't have legs?
I was gonna say something about that, but I was like, let's just wisdom again.
Yeah. And you are unable to get up.
Oof.
Now on the plus side, you will have advantage on this roll next turn. Dan, go ahead and roll me a d6 for damage.
All right.
LA, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Right.
It's his grease spell that's burning everybody up. The bones will take damage, but they're going to take a d10, and it'll be on their turn. Because you are next to the fire, so it is not as strong. Alright, so you take 3. You've taken damage. Next turn, you'll have advantage on that roll.
Yeah, okay, so I'm down to 3 hit points. Sweet.
Oh, well, maybe you won't be able to next turn, then.
Maybe I won't be able to.
Oh, we're already...
Pour one out
gonna
for the
die.
homies.
You're prone and incapacitated. I don't actually think you can affect things. Let me check that real quick. Because if you can't, they're actually she's going to march them past you and go kill your allies.
Ah, dang it.
Incapacitated. C conditions. Fuck you, C conditions. Just tell me the goddamn page number. $290. Oh, I should have known that. What the fuck? I'm out of practice with this damn book. Conditions. Incapacitated. Okay. Can't take actions or reactions. Okay. So yeah, she's actually going to march them right past you. So Dan, they're not going to stay their turn, so it's not going to be a d10, but go ahead and roll a d6 as well, unless you want to just have them take the 3.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Say that one more time.
You can roll the d6 for their damage, or you can have them take the 3. What would you prefer?
You cut out on the second half of that d6, or
3.
3. I'll roll the d6, I guess.
Okay.
Hey.
Ooh.
Okay. So they take 5. They're still at 3 strong right now, but that didn't work.
Man,
Dang.
they have like 20 HP.
Oh, they got a little more than that.
What?
Left? Oh yeah.
He said each.
Oh
Yeah, each.
they have 13 each.
Oh.
Squid, this is a bad round for you.
Ugh.
15 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, only one. That's not bad from 2 attacks. Or 3, rather. 5 points of damage. And here's the bad one.
Oof.
3 hits on that one. Did we decide what was going on with crit fails? Did we have that happen last
Not
game?
that I know of.
I don't think we had a crit fail yet.
Did we want to do crit fails, or do we want to just leave them?
I personally enjoyed them, but it's up to everybody. I don't care that much.
I mean, honestly, the chances of us dying this fight are pretty likely, so may as well have some fun.
Well, you're not all gonna die. 2 of you up on a roof. One of you is bowing and bending a knee before the vampire lords. All right, Squid. How much HP you got
Squid's
total
down.
right now?
My HP right now is 16.
Okay, so you are down. You're not dead yet. But a horde of skeletons has trampled up to you and then over top of you. Birdman, this is not a good situation for you.
Yeah, it's not.
The Gusto skeleton scarecrow boy smacks the shit out of you.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I took that back. Are you meeting his gaze, or are you looking away?
I'm making the wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Intermediate check, looking for a 13.
Alright, now, you'd think here, being a guy with about 1 billion wisdom, I'd be able to make this, but I'm gonna roll a 2!
Yeah.
I'm scared and can't take actions except to run away, I think.
Magically frightened, yeah, you will, yeah, you're paralyzed. What the fuck? I don't think paralyzed is a condition.
Can't take actions or reactions, and I don't think anything stops it. And I want to say after 3 rounds it's permanent if I don't pass a check. Or that might be petrified.
Yeah, that's something different. Incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions. But on the plus side, I don't think you're not restrained, you're not unconscious, you're not stunned, so that's good. So I don't automatically have it. Oh, never mind, I do have advantage on you. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Yep, I'm dead.
Alright.
How do I just make another wisdom save at, like, Squid's turn, or what?
Oh, you're not paralyzed yet.
Okay.
You are frightened until... What the No, yes you are. This makes no sense.
Oh. So I'm...
Can see the scarecrow, must succeed wisdom saving throw, be magically frightened until the end of the scarecrow's next turn. Oh, that's all it is. It doesn't last. It's just 1 turn.
Okay. Oh, but it's next, so...
Yeah,
for a
so
round,
it does this one. It does this one into the end of your next one. So I can potentially stun lock you, but it's not a guarantee.
Cool.
All right, so he's attacking for things and also stuff. This is with advantage. So 17.
Yep.
And then an 18.
Yep.
All right.
Can we just talk about these rolls?
Yeah.
You guys aren't doing so hot.
Yeah.
Are you still up after 16 damage?
Yeah, I am, and I lose how much strength?
6.
Alright, cool, I'm still alive.
Yeah, what's cool about that is you take the physical stats of the bear.
Yeah, so I have 13 strength still.
Yeah, I chased both of it. They could be bleed over, but... Okay. Squid, go ahead and roll a death saving throw.
Just a D20?
Yeah. Yeah, looking for a 10 or higher. And definitely not a 1. Okay, 10 or higher.
That's a 10 or higher.
Alright.
I can't move. Past turn.
Yeah, the end of your turn, you're no longer frightened. We'll see what happens next round. So Goose and Nico, you're really going to set the scene for how we're ending this night tonight. So what are you two doing?
Oh boy.
Goose
Goose
first.
first.
Yeah, Goose first.
I'm kind of swaying in the breeze with my strength at 4, leaning up against my cat friend here, kind of looking to the left, to the right, not really knowing what to do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, it's true. Oh yeah, that's right. We do have a bunch of those, don't we?
We do.
That's right. I guess Goose would grab some holy water.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of look at it, take a little sip,
Wasting the holy water.
a little touch to his tongue.
I'm gonna die because you drank the holy water.
And where's Longboy?
Longboy's not real.
Yeah.
Wait, Longboy's not real?
No! Kill the
this
skeleton who stuns locks us forever.
That's the one I was calling Longboy. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not actually in the fight
It's
though.
a joke.
Oh.
Kill the scarecrow.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was messing with you. That's just our mascot. He just loves to be in the fight.
Aw. It's the thing that I was holding the pamphlet for.
Oh.
So the pamphlet.
the scarecrow.
The pamphlet was this boy right here.
I can't.
That's what ran in and attacked you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a real bad one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd have to chuck it pretty far, wouldn't I?
It's within your range. It's within 30 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna chuck it.
Okay, so you're gonna add your dex. Are you trained in any? Do you have any ranged weapons as a proficiency?
I have a light crossbow.
Okay, all right. I'll let you add your proficiency to this too. So what do you got? Like +2, +3, +4?
The plus
+4.
2 proficient. Oh.
Yeah, two from
Okay.
proficiency, 2 from dex.
Oh, okay. So +4.
Yeah, as you.
So what is that?
D20 +4.
D20. No, all right, that'll be simple enough. Yeah.
Yes.
You got him.
That's pretty good.
Thank
All
God.
right. Roll me 2d8. There is a chance. It is not incredibly likely, but there is a chance.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
This
Yeah.
is
I
ridiculous.
drank a little bit too much of
Yeah.
it.
Ooh, it's good.
God dang it.
Oh man. So he is vulnerable to this blessed holy damage. So
My God.
he takes 6, but he's still up.
God.
So what happened? You doused your bolt in holy water?
No, he threw it. I just
okay.
wanted to know if he had any like range proficiency, which probably every character does, but
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
gotcha.
like an improvised weapon, but like you guys needed a little break, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you toss it. It hit him. It just didn't do a whole lot. Goose drank a little too much. All right, Nico, you will close us out tonight on the Electric Dice podcast.
I'm probably going to think that was a pretty incredible idea and just like, give the gnome a little pat on the back and be like, "What? Why didn't you tell me? I forgot all about these." And just grab one from
I noticed that party. Everyone forgot about them.
I was busy being a bear.
I
who
am
can't
not
hide
interested in
anything.
excuse. Drink it and bear breathe at him.
And so I what does inspiration do in this?
It would give you 2d20 to attack with. Yeah.
We had
Do you have it?
Like advantage for it?
Yeah.
'Cause you gave us all advantage last
Cool.
game.
Well, look
So
at
I'm
me.
inspiration this whole damn
Or inspiration,
time.
sorry. Yeah, I'm going to use my inspiration to try to throw my holy water at this guy. I do have dexterity-based proficiencies.
Yeah. I mean, and that was kind of like the thought is like Goose, you have a class about throwing things at people, and Goose is like just a fucking sorcerer. So like, but again, like drama of the moment.
So how do I do advantage if I'm typing in here? Just do it twice?
When you Yeah. So normally you would click to roll, and it would prompt you to do advantage. But in this case, I would just roll 2d20 plus proficiency plus dex, which is probably what 5.
Do you have to state that, or can you like roll and then up and do expend the point?
It depends. There's a few different rules.
Yeah.
Roll me 4d8. I imagine you were throwing it at the unholy monstrosity, right?
Yeah, the bad boy there.
It's gonna be 4-1.
Hey, those good numbers.
Yeah. So what is it about, this vial? Is it just the way it smashes over the top of it and it like melts it away from like its wooden backboard and kind of just collapses, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, it strikes it in just a way that the tethers come loose from the cross that he's tied to, or whatever it is, and he just kind of like doesn't have the strength to hold himself up as his bones melt away.
Yeah.
And then the cross just like topples on top of him and smashes the rest of his bones.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. All right. So, with that in mind, you guys have definitely eliminated one of the most dangerous creatures on the battlefield. Oh, don't tell me I did. Damn it. Sorry. I just clicked out of the game.
Oh no!
I got fucking buttons all over this damn mouse. Okay, so, yes, we end on that scene, right? Like the holy water vial, like flying through the air, hitting this thing, and it just like melting into this like awful undead soup, right? There's still a lot of undead kicking around. Party's still not doing so hot. There is still an evil witch, and it is her turn when we return. But as it is pretty late in our day, and some of us have pretty early mornings tomorrow, we are going to end tonight with the Electric Dice podcast. So,
well,
hopefully everyone had a good time. We didn't get quite as far as I was expecting, but we also got into this combat sooner than I expected to. So.
I'd like to point out that I was the only person who passed my check there.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Did that.
When we were doing the skills gauntlet.
Oh, well, it's fine. It happens. Happens to the best of us. All right, so we'll be back in 2 weeks to continue our Dead Money Ravenloft-inspired monstrosity, and I always have more undead. So, thank you everyone for watching, hanging out with us. Hopefully you had a good time watching the party get murdered. I know I did. Does anybody have any last words for us?
God damn it, Dave.
I'm still doing fine.
Or not, I guess not you. Just the situation, man.
It's good. It's fine.
All
Everything's
hail
fine.
Longboy.
All hail Longboy. He's the best.
At least we have Longboy.
We need to get Longboy riding Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh, that would be the best. Yeah. I wish we could play 2 more hours. I actually have to be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Ew, that's
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, that's awful. So, all right, we are saying goodnight, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you to everyone
Good
for
night,
playing.
everyone.
Oh, it's super disappointing. We just had 15 views. It's the highest it's been all night. So
What?
cool.
Wow.
Everyone have a good night. We're finished.
One more
That
round.
that we're
leaving.
Thanks for joining us for 2 seconds. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Don't
Alright.
taunt me with one more round. I'd love that. I could do something.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.